Hello, everybody. Welcome to Fandango Friday. And on Fandango Friday, we do liquor or liqueur. And I have, and sometimes those pre-mixed drinks, those RTDs. I have a product. I have my lamp off because it makes glare. I have Barton Long Island iced tea. See if I can get it to focus here. Oh, it will focus. But I bought this a while back. It's a small bottle. Tried it on Thanksgiving Day. It's not much left, but we'll go into that in a minute. It's 21% alcohol. I'll put this on here. Don't know how long it's been made. Barton Long Island Ice Tea. And this from Kentucky. So
good evening.
good
Hello
evening.
out there, folks. Hello, world. Tonight, I'm bringing an Irish cream liqueur. This is a brand that I haven't tried before, but it's St. Brendan's Espresso Irish cream liqueur. And it's 17% alcohol by volume. So there's a few coffee beans there. Let's see if there's much of a coffee taste to this. We'll give it a try.
That's new to me. I've never heard that one.
Yeah. I guess besides the usual Baileys and Carolans and Fennelly's, there's another one out there now, St. Brendan's. I checked the website. There wasn't very much information on it, really, at all. But we'll get a look at what it looks like. You know, your basic Irish cream. It's like a beige color there.
Yeah, they're very similar one to another.
What is going on, Elbow?
Hey, Dave. Cheers, man.
A minute, man. How you been?
Hanging in there. Doing good. Good
to hear, man. We're kind of concerned a little bit. It's kind of go.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, where's Elbow? Man, we haven't seen you in a bit. So
yeah. Well, one of those weeks.
Man. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I did.
He said one night he had a toothache, and that doesn't make you want to.
Oh
no.
No,
I had to go see my dentist and get that taken care of. But anyway, I'm back.
Good. So everybody's doing happy post Thanksgiving. We all have something to be thankful for.
Yes, indeed.
I'm not bringing this on, by the way. This is just pre-game, you know.
Uh-oh. Now, what do you have tonight?
Have Bayou Pink. This is a rum infused with the Louisiana berry that is grown in a swamp called mayhaw. This is mayhaw berry infused with rum. This is brought by our friends at Bayou Distillery.
All right, that's out there in West Louisiana.
Yes.
Okay, so let me update the banner. So we've got the one I have, and then Elbow. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna add you. Elbow has the St. Brendan's brand new espresso.
Yep.
And that's coming at what, 12? The 14, 17.
17, yeah.
That's right, 17%. And then we have the Bayou Pink, and that's coming in at what ABV?
40.
40.
40% alcohol.
Okay, I got you. And then William is going to bring in what today? And then Beverage Ramble's joining. William is in North Carolina. Hello, Jean. Now, I'm in Louisiana. David or Pinkton is in Louisiana. Elbow 88's in Florida. Beverage Ramble's in Georgia. And William is in North Carolina.
This is an easy one.
Oh, okay.
Easy.
Like mom and apple pie
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
the day after Thanksgiving, I thought. White label.
That's a good
Classic. That is a classic.
Yes. Yeah.
Introduced in 1938. Oh,
My
Come on with the big
guys,
dog.
believe me. The day I've had today, I need one of these.
Uh-oh.
okay, cool it. That's 40%.
No,
Cool
no, cool it, Jay. I'm sorry.
John, you don't need it as much as the Bears coach did.
Yeah.
Bears coach.
It's always the day after the family gatherings. Here we go.
Jean, you really might be sorry later. Okay, now
Oh man.
hold on, let me get these websites up here.
I got mine's up right now. Timeless Jamaican flavor since 1879, so we're good. Yeah.
Yep. I have had it. I really enjoyed my liter bottle, which is gone. You have the plastic bottle, right?
No, I got glass.
Oh, glass. Okay, good news. All right, so I'm bringing a product tonight. Now, if anybody else wants to join, you'll have to. No, we do have room for one more until we have to start cycling people in and out. Let's go to the comments real fast. There's
80
Jean.
proof, 80 proof. If you
Right.
haven't mentioned Jay, it's 80 proof, 40%, 80 proof.
I already added it because I was familiar with that product. Yes, 40% alcohol. Okay, so my little bottle. Bought this in
Swigging distance.
Man, that's outrageous. What is that? Barton. Never heard of that place.
I think I've had that. I think I've
made-
had iced tea.
Made with a blend of rum, tequila, vodka, gin, triple sec, and caramel. All right.
I think they have a bunch of leftover stuff and they just dump it in here and add caramel coloring.
Sound like it.
Now I'm gonna do a screen. I'm gonna pour it, and it's just gonna look tan. It's not gonna look like anything too spectacular. It's got a brown cap. I paid a little bit too much for it, but I figured it was my one chance to try it. So it's light caramel, I guess you'd say. 21% alcohol. You don't want to drink too much. So I'll do the screen share now, and then we'll go to each person and do that and share the products with the audience. So when you think of Barton, when people hear Barton, they usually think of this. The Barton 1792 bourbons from Barton Distillery in Kentucky. And they've got all kind of fancy
I don't really think of that, but anyway, go ahead. Party on, Garth.
well, that's what Barton is kind of known for, these
Just for the 1792 brand.
1792 small batch is really good.
they have other brands that are
Try the other flavors.
they have other brands that are lower shelf, but people usually maybe not thinking along the lines of this, which I did see that some stores sell it. I just ran across a little small plastic bottle, but you can get the glass. But like David said, a Long Island iced tea does not contain tea.
Nope.
And they've got it over here at a liquor store in Georgia for $9.49. It says Barton, the Sazerac Company. Yes, Barton was bought by the Sazerac Company in 2009. And it smells like orange peel, and I think that's because of that triple sec. And they're probably using Grand Gala. I would think they're using Grand Gala, which is a Sazerac
Touchdown.
triple sec. And it smells like a whole load of liquor. Now we'll look at.
So I'm confused as to where are we going with the Bartons? Because you kind of went all over the place with it.
I'm just showing what they make. They make a lot of stuff, but
And that correlates to your product tonight?
well, yeah, because I think if you get, like, say if you go to the airport and you go to a liquor store at the airport, they're going to have Barton's 1792. They're not going to have Barton's Long Island iced tea. They might have it at a convenience store on some highway somewhere. You know, it's not in any way a top shelf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
And
the majority of the folks that are watching us right now are not going to look for this stuff in an airport. I'm just saying.
Good luck if they have it.
well, they might have 1792, not this thing. Okay, now here is
You won't be at an airport.
okay. All right. Well, you might be in Kenner on an airline highway close to the airport, but here's
Well, you'll probably get it. And the only thing you'll get at the airport is the usual stuff. But if they had that at the airport, shocking. That type of Long Island.
Right.
no, you wouldn't look for that. Now here's St. Brendan's. It's made with the Quiet Man Irish whiskey, and St. Brendan's is imported by Luxco, and they bottle it. And there, let's see these. See if they show any variants of it. Doesn't look like it. But then there's an announcement I got here from Luxco saying St. Brendan's. Well, you can read it, Elbow. I don't want to steal your thunder.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that isn't on the main website, but I see that's like an addendum, because that's what I have this evening is the espresso Irish cream. So that's what I'm tasting now. And it's basically just an Irish cream. You know, it's made in Northern Ireland. I'll read the little blurb here on the back of the bottle. It says, from happy cows, dining on the richest green grasses of Northern Ireland comes the one true essence of the motherland, St. Brendan's Irish cream. We start with dairy cream and grain-neutral spirits and finish with Irish whiskey. The result is an Irish cream with a taste as simple and smooth as its recipe. And yeah, it's imported by Luxco, St. Louis, Missouri. So this is my first time trying a St. Brendan's. You know, I've had the Baileys and the others before, but it's quite tasty. You know, that usual sweet cream taste that you get from these type of liqueurs. And I got to say, the coffee flavor is subdued. It's not in your face. It's really a very subtle coffee flavor. It's kind of hidden in a way, but basically it tastes like regular Irish cream, maybe with a little bit of a coffee taste, but not a lot.
We'll come back to you for a full review and everything. But
Elbow, you brought this before, right?
No, he brought regular St. Brendan's.
No,
Okay.
I've never brought St. Brendan's before. I think Whiskey Scout had it maybe.
Oh, right. You just talked about it, and you told us about your connection to Northern Ireland and that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. But yeah, so I saw it there on the shelf, reasonably priced. What did I pay for this? $16 for $7.50.
Oh, yeah,
usually your Baileys run about $25 around here.
Man, I you know what? Personally, I think y'all are paying like way too much money for these cream liqueurs.
Yeah, but Bailey's is the most outrageous at $27, $26, $27.
I think it's all. I think this whole market's overpriced.
Well,
Why don't you go out and get a bottle of Evan Williams 1783 for $14.99? I mean, it's like you can make your own.
They're adding cream, and the cream's going to jack up. Okay, so here's the Bayou. You can look at the Bayou website. They're showing their different products.
You know, I never heard of this brand, and it looks like they got a bunch of different products there.
Yeah, they've been in Western Louisiana since 2011, and you could see the place from the interstate, but I've never stopped. But I think David did stop there once, and
I did stop. It kind of like an every comedy at Finch. They try to sell you all kinds of like hats and shirts and stuff. Is it my turn? I know this product is okay. So I'm smelling on this. The aroma coming through is, I want to say it's rum, but I'm just not really sure what this product is.
Do you want to look at read some of the website before we get into
it? Read it.
Then we'll come back and do a deep examination. This expression imparts the award-winning taste and aroma of Bayou White. So they're using Bayou White rum with the vibrant pink hue of mayhaw berries for a multi-layered flavor experience available in Louisiana.
First off, I just want to make this one assumption, this one record on the mayhaw berries. Mayhaw berries are not pink. They're actually coming through as like is almost like a like an oranges type flavor. So I don't know what is pink it's coming from. So this looks like kind of like Barbie water, if you ask me.
You gotta run the ball.
All right, Jean.
So if you actually pull up mayhaw, as you have, and pull up mayhaw berries on mayhaw jelly or some kind of then you can see the flavor of it is not pink. The flavor is the color is actually more of a orangey brightness. So the berry might look pink, but it's.
Now you said these berries grow in the swamp. I've never eaten one of these things.
Yeah, they grow in Louisiana swamps.
Okay.
And I've actually ate mayhaw berry jelly before, so I will be able to give an assessment on this, whether it tastes like mayhaw or not. Yeah,
and I can see a lot of people sell it, so it's not too rare. I'll have to buy some of this stuff.
It's all over our area. It's all over Southeast Louisiana.
I know. I need to buy some.
Yeah, it's a rarity. It's going to cost you a penny or two, but it's one of those good things.
So they put some of those berries into that rum?
Apparently, that is the assumption here. Yes.
Okay.
I don't know where Jim Beam came from, but
yeah. Well, now William's up to talk about Jim Beam.
Okay.
Salute, Jim Beam. I'll read a little bit from the. They have a pretty extensive website here. I'll read a little bit from it.
Wow, look at all the beams.
It's an American classic, Jim Beam.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Jim Beam is the whiskey for people who like people. The world's #1 bourbon. Elegant, smooth, refined. That's what 4 years of aging in newly charred oak barrels will get you. Aged twice what the law requires. Each sip reveals flavors of sweet caramel and vanilla, woody grain, and oak. Taste more than 225 years of craft in each bottle. Aroma, oaky vanilla, spicy backbone. Flavor, medium body, mellow hints of vanilla and of caramel and vanilla. We age our Kentucky straight bourbon for 4 years, just like our great-grandfather taught us. Each sip of our ironic blend is distilled with over 2 centuries of our family tradition. No wonder it just so happens to be the world's #1 bourbon. We start all of our bourbons with only the finest grains and pure limestone filtered water before aging our whiskey in newly charred oak barrels. The result is a refined and smooth straight bourbon which has stood the test of time to remain an American favorite. In North Carolina, we have controlled ABC system. I've just got the old mini bottle here. The 0.75 liter bottle here is $16.95.
Yeah.
$16.95
for the 750. For comparison's sake, you can get the Quality House old bourbon for $8.75. That's Quality House was rebranded. It's a Heaven Hill product.
Yeah.
Rebranded as Quality House Old Style Bourbon. It's 3 years. It's $8.75 a bottle. Benchmark's Old Number 8, which is 80 proof, and 3 is $12.95. $4 less than this one. The Evan Williams Black Label 86 is $1 cheaper than this, and it's 86 proof. Just for comparison's sake. And in North Carolina, a bottle of Jack, regular Jack Daniels Black, will cost you $28.95.
Holy!
Really?
They know people will pay it, so it's whatever the market will bear. That's what it.
Man, in our area,
yeah,
the 1.75 will cost you $29.99.
That's true.
Here in North Carolina, they do run some monthly specials, but you won't see Jack Daniels on that special list. But you will see some of these other ones. Because I thought that was, $28.90.
Total rip off or more.
For Jay, that's really pushing it for me. But anyway.
Oh yeah, that's great. Now, Jean, get your
sorry about that, guys. I apologize for the outburst. Whatnot. I'm watching the Egg Bowl right now. Mississippi State has had plenty of chances to throw the ball in the end zone, and it has not worked out for them. So I'm kind of glad they moved the Egg Bowl. He's on Thursday night. By the way, Tulane, Memphis. That was pretty interesting last night.
Please don't bring that up. Please don't bring.
That was no. I was
they're
the Packers and
championship game.
Yeah, the Packers and Dolphins game was pretty much settled, at least early on. I flipped it at my brother's house watching Memphis and Tulane, and it was not the way Tulane wanted it, but I guess they're out of the playoffs. Maybe they being an at-large bid depends on how it is. But anyway,
you can forget playoffs because Memphis has 2 conference losses. Tulane had none before the game, so now they have 1.
Good crowd. That was a good crowd out there on a Thanksgiving night.
I know.
I'm surprised you guys were not there, David.
When I have to work the next day, I don't want to be up all night. All right, now, Jean, tell us.
Decided not to.
Yeah, Jean, tell us about this. Let's get off of the bad, depressing thing that I don't want to think about. And let's look at the.
I got my Jamaican rum, Jamaican original right here. This came out in 1879. Fred L. Myers.
Fred
was founded by him.
1879.
1879. Century of authentic Jamaican heritage, pride, and history. Myers specialized in providing the highest quality and genuine Jamaican rum, driving their rum to global recognition. Yes, this rum is very popular. This is my first time trying this, guys, and I know this thing's been around for a long time. Notes of black stock molasses, hints of coffee, celery, allspice, hazelnut, toffee with a subtle layer of ripe pineapple. The taste of buttery upon entry, a sweet sugar cane, which I definitely get that. The caramel to tobacco, the leather, the honey dark. You have that dark chocolate that I've gotten, that raisin, that fig. This is the first time trying this, and I know some of the rums I've tried growing up, like, obviously my parents being Haitian, but Bumblecourt rum. We all know how popular that is around the world. And of course, Bacardi. You got, of course, Cruisin', some of the others, but Bumblecourt and Bacardi, have been probably the two staples in my home growing up. So, but trying mine for the first time, I must say this has been quite good. So everything is described, very dark, as you can see in my little glass. It has some of the aromas of that tobacco, of that caramel, and that molasses that you're getting. Sipping on it, it has some of that dark chocolate, brown sugar, molasses type of taste to it. So, but when I come back around, I'll give my description of this beloved product. Again, been around maybe as long or maybe at the same time as Bumblecourt or same time as Bacardi. So,
yes.
So, coming up. Yeah. So, yeah, the Egg Bowl has been very entertaining. So, it's always a Thanksgiving night game. The Egg Bowl, yeah, always been a Thanksgiving night game. But decided to put a standalone on a Friday afternoon. I'm glad they did. This game's been fun, I must say.
Why?
The Chiefs and Raiders was a little too close for comfort. I didn't watch it. I was watching the Egg Bowl. So
why is it called the Egg Bowl?
Because of the egg is the trophy.
Really?
And I don't know why.
Okay.
The big egg in Mississippi.
All right.
Yes.
Well, the Louisiana-Arkansas game used to be a tradition as well. It's called
Thanksgiving on Black Friday. You're right. It was.
The battle of the
boot. And
you got earlier today the Paul Bunyan axe between Minnesota and Wisconsin.
Saw that. Minnesota was looking good. Was looking good.
Yeah.
Beat them like a drum. Okay, so the Barton Long Island iced tea, don't know when it was introduced. Doesn't even have a trademark on it. It's actually not trademarked, which is why I couldn't find any date on it.
Is that like a traditional Long Island iced tea drink?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's made with all those different. I think what they're doing, and it's probably pretty clever, they're taking all the leftover rum, tequila, vodka, gin, and triple sec, and they're blending it, adding a little caramel color, and putting it on.
Taking all leftover. That's if you go into a bar and you order a Long Island iced tea, that's what's in it.
Right, but Barton does a lot of distilling, so they just probably say, look, put it in that, and they sell it inexpensively. I showed y'all a 750 milliliter bottle for less than $10. I think I did see a full-size bottle somewhere around Jefferson Parish, but I don't remember where. But you see, it's pretty pale, like a light tan or gold. The aroma, yeah, a lot of orange. They must be using a lot of that Grand Gala triple sec. I know Sazerac's big kind of flagship triple sec is Grand Gala, although they do make some other ones like Mr. Boston triple sec, which they bought Mr. Boston years ago. Okay, so if you like orange peel, you might like this. If you don't like orange peel, don't buy it. All right, taste. Cheers.
Cheers. I'm ready to smoke a cigar.
It's sweet.
Me too.
It's sweet. It has the lemon. To me, it has lemon and orange peel. To me, it's more like lemon juice and orange peel. They don't say anything about adding lemon, though. The other liquors just blend together, so you're not going to sit here and pick out. You're not going to sit here and say, "Oh, there's the gin, there's the rum, there's the whatever." No, it's just like a mixture. It's medium bodied, almost low medium bodied, and it's finishes semi-sweet. I wouldn't really buy this because it's not my type of thing, but I did buy it because I was curious about trying it. And yes, I paid more than I should have for this 200 milliliter bottle, but what the heck? It was just a chance to try it. I was at a convenience store. So what did I do? I paid a convenience store price, which I didn't mind really. Would I recommend it? I mean, I would recommend it with some caution that this is not going to be world class, but then I guess everybody would know that already just by looking at it. Is it comparable to Chi-Chi's Long Island iced tea, also from Sazerac, but through their Glenmore distillery? I would say it's probably very comparable. And if you did a blind taste test, you'd probably have a heck of a time telling them apart, really. But yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I don't have a problem with it. I really don't have a problem with it at all. And since it'd be the only time in my life that I try it, yeah, it's cool. I'll come back and give a score in a little bit and some show and tell. And
Ron, does the taste remind you of regular iced tea?
It does a little bit, especially the lemony. To me, the lemon, but I know it doesn't. I know it doesn't have lemon, but it might be designed to trick you into having that perception.
Yeah. Because when I've ordered iced teas in bars, the taste does remind me of regular iced tea, only quite a bit stronger.
Yeah, a little bit stronger, 21%, as opposed to 0. I
love you.
But I think it is quality. I'll just be honest. It's not superb quality. It's not like amazing, but it's typical Sazerac. Sazerac has a certain level that they don't go below. So yeah, I like it.
Okay, I've been sipping on the old St. Brendan's espresso Irish cream liqueur, and it's good. It's quite tasty. Like I enjoy it on the rocks, and you just sip on it, as time goes by. It's, I think it's a good drink for this time of year. For some reason, the winter, the holidays, and all that type of thing. It's kind of like an eggnog in a way. You can have a eggnog, or you can have an Irish cream. But since I had never tried this one before, and it's from Northern Ireland, I thought, well, let's give it a try, and I like it. I would recommend it. Like I said, the coffee is subdued. It's in the background. It's not like coffee forward. So anyway, but there's a little bit of a coffee flavor there, not a lot, but mainly it's you get the sweetness from the Irish cream, and something nice to sip on. So I don't know. I'll give it a score next time around, or if you want, I can give it a score now.
I'll come back to. Do you think it would be good with just hot black coffee poured on the top?
Yeah. I think it would. Yeah. You could try that, and mix it with your morning coffee. Maybe delete the sugar and cream if that's how you usually have your coffee, and just combine some of this in it.
Because it's already there, right? The sugar and the cream's already there. Yeah.
Yeah. So that could work for sure.
Now, Bayou Pink from Lacassine, Louisiana.
All right, guys.
What you got there, Dave? What you munching on? What you munching on, Dave?
I get something to eat, man. I had some chicken I braised out. Good stuff.
All right.
I braised down some onions, basically a mirepoix with some lemons. Turned out pretty good.
I'm turkeyed out. I am turkeyed out.
Chicken is turkey's cousin, I guess. Anyway, look at Bayou Pink. Apparently, this is a rum. We're not for sure whether they make their own rum or not. And it's infused with some kind of a mayhaw berry, which is a berry that's harvested from swamps in Louisiana. Usually, you'll see mayhaw berry jelly or some kind of a form like that sold at local farmers markets around here, and it is not this color, kids. It is not pink. It's more of an oranger pink color. So as you can see, this is kind of a pink color.
It looks like a wine to me. It looks like a wine to me, but whatever.
They usually make a wine with this. So I could see where somebody would infuse this into a liquor to get some kind of a flavor out of it. The flavor is coming through. Mayhaw is real subtle. It's like a grape. It's a real subtle sweet flavor. I'm getting that Mayhaw flavor from this. It's an interesting product. If I had to give it a score, I'd say this is probably a like.
Well, wait. We're going to come back to the score. And also, they're saying that I was looking at their website while you were talking. They're saying that all their rums are distilled in Lacassine, Louisiana. So it's not sourced.
Okay, so we're not scoring. Okay.
No, we'll come back to the score. Just hold on.
We're going to prolong this. Okay.
Eat some more chicken. Eat some more chicken.
Add that rum to that chicken for a little flavor. You know, the sauce or something. You know?
Currently, so we're going to go on and on and on.
No, we're not going to go too long. I'm tired too. I've been up since 1:55. Okay, William.
What the hell, Jay? What's going on? You're worse than me because I get up around 2 a.m.
I know, I'm crazy.
Take a sip of the beam on a Friday night here.
Cheers.
I'm sure I won't be surprised by what it is. Cheers.
Why are they running a Black Friday commercial? The game just
Okay,
ended.
Jean, please.
Sorry.
I'm begging you.
Sorry.
William, I'm guessing this isn't the first time you've tasted that.
No, it's not. This is not my first rodeo with this one. Drinking this reminds me of the old football expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust. This is simple. There's nothing complicated about this. Or it's like in baseball, you got a 3-0, you know the pitcher's going to have a fastball right down the heart of the plate. Simple, but that's what it's meant to be. One thing about Jim Beam is I always think about it. You always think about what is the impact of marketing on the product to determine whether it's successful or not. I think marketing has a lot to do with how Jim Beam rose to be the #1 bourbon in the world.
Great.
There's nothing exceptional about it, but it wasn't meant to be exceptional. It's for people who like people. It's a bourbon of the people, for the people, and by the people, so to speak. So, in that sense, it's very successful. I would find myself hard to reach for this on a regular basis as a go-to cheap bourbon over some of the other ones I mentioned earlier. For a buck less, I would grab the Evan Williams 86. No problem, no question, the black label. But when I did a few weeks ago, I did the Jim Beam Black Label, the 7-year. They had a review of this one linked to that, and I read the review of this one, and it was one of the most harshest reviews I've ever read online about a product. Really, very blunt. Basically, in the review said if this product came out today, it would probably flop. That it's basically been built up largely by marketing. Gave it a 1.5 barrels out of 5.
Oh.
That's a half barrel less than he gave the benchmark old number 8, which is 1 less year, but cheaper. By contrast, he gave the Evan Williams 86 2.5 barrels, which is sort of a mid-level. To me, that's Fred Minnick on he's a real connoisseur about bourbon. He said that for him, the Evan Williams 86 was his benchmark. that's where an acceptable bourbon begins. He uses that as the base for all the others he rates. I would sort of go along with that myself. I think that's it. And this one would fall somewhat below the baseline level. But it's very popular, and people like, people get in your comfort zone, and you go grab a bottle of Jim Beam White. It's just it gets ingrained in people that this is a good product. It's very popular. You see it everywhere, and most people don't they don't want to complicate their lives too much. If they enjoy it, it serves the purpose, I'll buy it. They don't stand in the either at the beer cooler in the liquor store, contemplating what they're going to buy. My observations have been that these are impulse purchase alcohol. 99% of the time, people know what they want to get when they go in the store. They grab it and get out and go on with their lives. So, it's in that sense, it's not really hard to understand the popularity of these products. But when you start to dig a little bit or peel back the onion layers of the onion, you begin to see maybe why there are better choices out there. But marketing does play a big a prime example of marketing is a few years ago, back when, if people remember the Beats headphones by Dr. Dre, there was no history of any company like that at all. When those products were introduced, they jumped to like 50% market share out of the wild blue. People saw LeBron James wearing a pair as it was like a necklace almost.
Yeah.
NBA stars, they weren't listening to any music; they just were wearing them. Guys said, "Boy, that looks cool. I want a." They didn't go say, "I want a pair of headphones." They say, "I want a pair of Beats." So they're heading to Best Buy. It was amazing that a product out of the blue like that could dominate over people who'd made headphones for 100 years. Great brands like Sennheiser, Audio-Technica, Pure.
Yeah, cost.
Companies made great products, but it couldn't overcome the marketing of something like the Beats, which was made by a company, Monster Cable, which had no history in anything other than making cables whatsoever. Since I think Apple has purchased the Beats headphones. Just a little aside about how powerful marketing can be.
Right.
And to anyone who really loved music, they view the Beats with disdain because they figured it was all just a hyped up, manufactured, marketed product. But it is what it is. But as far as the Beam, it's enjoyable, it's smooth, highly drinkable. If you like it, drink it.
And here's an ad I'm showing from 1971, Jim Beam marketing.
Yeah.
The great Orson Welles.
Orson Welles.
The great Orson Welles.
I didn't know who the lady is.
Or the world.
Orson Welles is the father, and Rebecca Wells Moody is the daughter. So
Okay.
it's showing.
He did Paul Masson.
Yeah, generation gap. I get it.
Yeah. So it's showing the father and the daughter. What brings them together? Jim Beam.
Jim Beam.
And I know that Orson Welles would drink liquor from time to time.
Hey, he did Paul Masson wine. He did Kodak. He did Kodak commercials. Hey, he cares all about promoting the product. But yeah, I wouldn't mind hanging out with Orson Welles, having a few
and he
cocktails
drank
with him.
they never made any wine before its time. But as far as
hey, I gotta go next, man.
oh yeah, I'm sorry. I'm starting to fade. I'm starting to lose it. All right, sorry, Jean. I don't feel bad though, because you were interrupting to talk about the Egg Bowl going crazy on the internet.
It just ended. It was a good game, 26-14, Ole Miss. So
Yeah,
there's a slimmer of a chance for Ole Miss to make the playoffs, but I doubt that will happen.
They're not 3 losses. They're not going to get it.
That ain't happening. Forget it. That will not happen. All right. Anyway,
Playoffs.
Playoffs?
You
Right, now
Wow.
Myers.
Jim
So
Moore.
Myers rum right here, 1879. I'll read the history of Myers.
Jim Myers.
No, wait. We've already done that. You got to tell us about the product. We've already
All
done
right.
this.
So notes, aromas, black stripe,
You read all that.
hints of coffee, celery,
You read all that.
allspice, hazelnut, coffee.
You read all that. We want to know
Okay.
what you think about it and your
All
score.
right. I know everybody's worn out. Long Thanksgiving yesterday, Black Friday. Everybody's ready to kick their feet, watch football, and chill. Right. So here it is. Very dark for some of the other rums I've had. Again, like Cruisin', Bacardi, Bummercourt, Ron Rico, and Calypso, and McCormick. Yeah, I've even had McCormick rum. Which,
Myers is very dark. Very dark.
Ugh. McCormick was like, ugh.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, so all the aromas, as I mentioned in the note. So, and we talked about the taste and described the taste and whatnot. So, all right, here we go, folks. Cheers to this great weekend, Thanksgiving weekend. Hope y'all enjoyed time with family yesterday or family this weekend and did some shopping, all that nonsense. So, cheers.
Yeah, I was at work for 8 hours, but anyway, okay.
Cheers. All right. As I've been sipping on this since the day I bought it, and I've been sipping on it from that day, a few actually since yesterday and a couple of days before that. You get the carrot, the finish of dark chocolate, but I'm getting more brown sugar and that smokiness going down in the end. On the tongue, you get that sweet sugar cane, the caramel, the honey, a little some of that molasses. You get that in this. So, to me, I'm gonna say this about Myers. Myers, with Bacardi and Bummercourt and Cruisin', some of those, you can sip it. There's a thing you can sip it, do a recipe, do a mixed drink, or whatever by itself, or add to a recipe. There's the big three, the threes. With Myers, in my opinion, I don't know you want to sip a lot of this because it's so dark and so strong. And even though the ABV is about the same as some of the others, 80 proof, but I would think this is more of slightly sipping, but more of mixing it and adding to a recipe, like a dessert or something like that. Doing a bread pudding, you want to add this to an ice cream, you can. It because of that molasses, because of that coffee, that allspice, and that all those flavors that they describe it on the aroma, and then with the taste of it, you get that little dark chocolate, and you get that raisin and fig. I don't know if this is something you want to sip a lot of from time to time.
No, but you're sipping a lot of it.
Add this to a tea. Say it again.
I said you're sipping a lot of it right now, but
well, I've been
oh yeah, you had a rough day. That's right. Okay, never mind.
Yes. A rough day, indeed.
That's a Barbancourt.
A rough couple of days. Let's put it that way. But yeah. When I bought this Wednesday. Damn. Yeah. And here we are on Friday. So yeah. So yeah. So this is interesting. I'm glad I got a chance to try it. I haven't tried the clear. I may give the clear a chance to see what it's about. So.
Yeah, I have a bottle of the clear, but I haven't opened it.
So, this is an interesting product.
So is this a direct competitor to Myers?
Let me see.
Oh no, I was just showing Barbancourt. He was just referencing Barbancourt. He's not.
Barbancourt and Bacardi are the ones I've tried and the ones I've had growing up. And
so I'm confused. Hold on a second. I'm confused. Wait. I'm confused. So why was this brought up at the same time when Jean-Pierre was doing his review.
Well, he was just talking about Barbancourt. He was just talking about it.
But it just seemed to overshadow it
Oh, sorry. I wasn't
by pulling us up.
All right.
Going,
When I said,
blah, blah.
Dave, when I talked about the threes, you could sip, mix it, sip it straight, mix it, or add to a recipe like a dessert recipe or whatever. With Bummercourt, Cruisin', Bacardi. This one, I think you're going to do two of these. You could probably, mix it with something, or you could add to a recipe because of how dark it is and how, the darkness and the look of it, of this rum.
Yeah.
Like desserts, bread pudding, like the bourbon, add the sauce of the bread pudding or whatever, rum ice cream, rum raisin, whatever. I mean, you can do that. But overall, I think it's pretty decent. So,
Well, I would think that you would expect that from a dark rum.
Yeah.
Just like you would expect flavor profile from a dark tequila or any kind of a single malt scotch. You're getting closer and more toward a root of what the flavor of the alcohol should taste like, as opposed to what it's watered down to.
I was about to say the same thing, watered down to.
Right.
Well,
McCormick's.
I never had McCormick.
Hey, look, it's like the original light beers we were saying the other day. The original light beers. I'm from New Orleans, and back in the day, you were a kid. You go into the bar with your grandfather. You wouldn't go into the bar without your grandfather, but if your grandfather was there, you were brought in, and your grandfather would drink a premium beer over ice. And that was the original light beer. No matter what beer it was he was drinking, that was the original light beer.
Yeah, my grandmother used to drink beer over ice. All right, now as far as the scores, Barton tastes good. Not my type of thing, but it's very lemony. I know it's supposed to be orange, but it tastes more lemony and lemon peel, orange peel. I'm sorry, but they do a good job with it. Heck, $9.74 for a 750 milliliter. That's a good price. I guess people like this kind of stuff, so I'll give it a B. I think it's an 8.6 out of 10. It's good. I'm gonna add that to my banners now. 8.6. Good. Nothing to get excited about, but glad I tried it. So let's give it a 0.6 out of 10, a B. And if you see it and it's a decent price, buy it. I wouldn't pay a lot for it unless you get like the little bottle like I had, just to pay the convenience to try it.
Would that be something you pick up again?
I doubt it, because it's not really my type of drink. I'd rather pay for a bourbon, but or a Canadian whiskey. But as far as what's coming up, Sunday we got Stout Sunday, first Sunday of the month. Any porter or stout porter, I have a porter and a stout porter I can bring, either or. Then next Wednesday is Joker's Wild Wednesday, so you can bring anything you want: beer, wine, liquor, wine, it doesn't matter. I already said wine. So Joker's Wild Wednesday, and then next Friday on December 6th, I would like to do Fandango again. I got to think of what I'm going to bring. And that's about it on my end. So I'll just, what the hell?
Oh, God, please.
No, I'm trying to close out, and then this thing keeps dragging me back in like Michael Corleone and a guy. All right.
You know what you need to do.
Thankfully,
Trash it.
Thankfully, it's almost empty.
Jay, don't ever go against the family.
Y'all just jealous because y'all don't have
against the
Southern
family.
Comfort with Tabasco in it.
I love you. My brother, I love you. But never two sides between the family. You understand?
Never take sides against the family again, ever.
Ever.
And then later, don't ever go ride in a rowboat in a lake. Anyway.
Righty. And Michael regretted that decision, but you know he had to.
Yeah, right. You got to kill your brother because, you know, you knew he was like slow, but you let him. All right. Anyway.
Okay, for the St. Brendan's Espresso Irish Cream Liqueur, I would give this a 9. I guess if we're on a 10 scale, or a 90 out of 100, or a 9 out of 10, I would definitely buy this again. For 2 reasons. One, because it tastes good. I like the taste. And the second is it's inexpensive compared to Bailey's. So yeah, I'd definitely buy it again. I rate it a 9, and it's good. Cheers to all you guys. It's a good sip here. Good for the holidays, and
cheers to the bow. Cheers to the bow.
Again. So
cheers.
Anyway, cheers all.
It would probably be a pretty interesting trip to go to Northern Ireland and see how they actually construct that product, huh?
Yeah. I mean, for sure. If I went out there, I would definitely want to see Bushmills and Jameson distilleries.
Yeah.
And if I could make a side trip to St. Brendan's, I would do that as well. So anyway, guys, happy holidays. I'm happy to be back, and good to see all you guys again. And
welcome back.
Getting a good start to my Friday.
Welcome back. Now, any promos or show and tell or anything?
Oh, thanks for reminding me. I'm hoping to reinvigorate my channel. It's been kind of quiet, dormant for the last couple of months, but yeah, I got a little channel over there. It's called Elbow 88, and I'm gonna get back at it, play some more piano, and do some beverage reviews. So just keep an eye out. You know, definitely. I do want to get that going a little more energy again. So yeah, well, thanks for reminding me, Ron.
Been kind of missing the channel here in Louisiana.
Yeah, thanks, man.
So
No,
I've been a little bit, and
yeah,
all of a sudden it's like,
yeah, I'm definitely gonna start playing some more.
All right, man, kick it in, bro. It's a good channel. I love it.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
All right, so tonight we're looking at Bayou Pink. Bayou Distillery is one of those small batch places that does several different things. This one is the rum, and they take an obscure berry that's found nowhere else in Louisiana, the United States, but in Louisiana, it's called the Mayhaw berry. So the Mayhaw berry is mainly harvested for jellies and stuff like that. So this is infused into this liquor. The color is pink. Mayhaw is not quite this pink. It's more of an orangey color. But the flavor is there. You can smell it, which is good. The taste, it's got a really good flavor. Again, unfortunately, this is something that not the rest of the United States can get their hands on. So maybe this might be one of those unfair reviews. But I like it. It's good. As far as like a liquor aspect, there's no kickback on it. There's no burn. It's good. It's tasty. It's sweet, like something you would expect to taste from a rum. And there is that Mayhaw flavor. So I'd say they've done a pretty good job with this. So I'm going to have to give this like a 92 out of 100. I have nothing to kind of like judge this on or judge this against. So yeah, it's a good product. Yeah, this is probably one of those. This was a gift, so I'm pretty sure it's just one of those ones that's kind of bougied out. So
okay, what's the number again?
92.
Okay, and They said that the state fruit tree of Louisiana is the mayhaw tree.
It's only grown in the swamps.
Yeah, but they do have festivals in Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, and even Georgia, mayhaw. So it's not just Louisiana, but it's
Wow. I never heard of that until tonight.
Right. It's the only area it's form of a grape.
And
It's grown in the swamps.
and there's a town in West Louisiana every year that has a tamale festival, Zwali Tamale Festival, the Zwali Tamale Festival. I've never been there, but
So what does that have to do with the mayhaw?
oh, nothing. Okay, now
Oh, okay.
well
Bringing it up.
started bringing up Zwali Tamale. Now, any show and tell and announcements or
Oh, yes, I do have a few things. I did get a really spectacular beer today. Just give me a second, I'll get it.
Joe Tess. Joe Tessitore. Jesse Palmer.
Jesse Palmer from Canada.
Yeah. The game's on ABC. Georgia Tech about to start.
Go Tech. I'm a rambling wreck from Georgia Tech and a hell of an engineer. Okay.
Finished. So, this is a beer that you and I tried a long time ago from the same company called Urban South Cafe.
Oh, yeah.
But this is the Imperial. At the time you and I tried it, it came in a 12-ounce can, and it was just Imperial. And if I'm not mistaken, at the time, it was probably like a 5.5% alcohol. So this is the Imperial version. This is the 8.0. This one's pretty unique. You know as well as I do, this is coming from the area where the
Vietnamese coffee, yeah.
yes, the Vietnamese coffee. It's inspired, and so you're gonna get that really like strong coffeeness, sugar, and that's about it on this.
Uh-oh. Now
So-
when we tried it, it was not Imperial. You said it. You made a mistake and said it was Imperial, but it was not Imperial. And now they have the Imperial.
No, I did not. I did not say it was Imperial. I said this is Imperial, and when we had it, it was not.
Right. Well, you can watch the replay, but it was just a little oversight. Look, I make mistakes myself.
Everybody makes oversights.
Yeah,
I make
so this
mistakes
is
myself, believe it or not.
0.0%. So we'll see it as this one.
Oh, that sounds like a really good product.
Oh yeah, I drank one today.
Nah, you weren't drinking earlier. You lie. You're lying. There's no evidence whatsoever.
I
of
like
that.
day drinking. We
All
all
right,
love
anyway.
day drinking, right?
I don't know what that is, but I've heard about it. All right. Anyway, any last comments?
Well, you might say you don't know what day drinking is, but maybe you might not know it before the sun comes up drinking is.
Yeah, dawn. Right, dawn. Right. We want to be very careful.
Doing drinking. I haven't tried that yet.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't recommend it. Anyway, now the James.
Wait. Have you pulled it out of your eye?
No. Telephone pole.
Indeed.
Walking.
Still there.
Bean could be the Volkswagen of bourbons for everybody.
That's a classic. Classic, William.
Okay.
Classic.
And I do have a little bit of egg bowl information for inquiring minds
That want to know.
that want to know. The egg bowl itself, it's a brass structure mounted on a wooden base. The football used back in the 1920s resembled more the European rugby football. They were blunter, more roundish, so people started calling it an egg rather than a football. And eventually it was coined by a sports writer 1979 as the Egg Bowl. So that's how it got to be called the Egg Bowl.
Okay, thank you, William.
And it goes back to 1901. Back then, Mississippi State was called Mississippi A&M, the Agriculture and Mechanical College of the State of Mississippi. They dominated the early years of the series, and when Mississippi won one year, they stormed the field after the game, fans trying to tear down the goalpost. Mississippi State fans defending the goalpost with wooden chairs, trying to fight off the other fans. So they came up with the creative notion to award a trophy to the winner of the series, hoping it would tone down emotions. They would focus on that after the game, who would be awarded the trophy rather than storming the field. So they did that in 1927, and that seemed to subdue some of the rowdiness of that. But it was just because they thought it looked more like an egg than a football. So it's pretty self-explanatory, but that's the story of that one. And
it's a fun game. This year's game was just as fun. So
the bean here, it's just a subdued flavor. It's dialed back. Like I say, it's for the masses. You do get the caramel, the caramel, the vanilla, a little peanuttiness, and a mild bit of oaky presence. But it's what's to be expected. If you got the beam guys off camera, away from the marketing and the jingle whisk stuff like that, yeah, they'd say it's nothing special, but it definitely has a customer base. It's evidenced by the sales, so we'll continue to make it and laugh all the way to the bank. So nothing wrong with that. But for myself, let me haul out the Taco Bell crew tonight, led by CEO Fish on Hot.
Yeah.
He's keeping the crew in line.
My mom made this.
Omar Apollo. For this one, this has got to be a mild for me. For meh, MEH.
So a C, like about a 77 C.
I said 75 in my mind.
Okay.
Mid 70s. I'd have to put that.
So not a rebuy.
Not a rebuy. This is not a distinctive product in any manner, but it's successful.
So William, I just want to let you know you're making this grade on the #1 selling whiskey in the United States.
Yeah. So William knows that Suntory Global Spirits is going to put him on a hit list.
#1. #1.
I understand that. I mentioned several times that it was #1. But it's all subjective.
Right.
It's all subjective.
So if you see some Japanese guys hanging around your property, you'll know why.
Yeah, the Suntory crew.
They'll be coming through.
Interesting, the thing about William brought that up earlier this year. The Suntory changed their name from Beam Suntory to Suntory Global Spirits, and they redid. They re-emphasized Jim Beam as James B. Beam Distilling Company. Try to separate it a little bit.
But it's funny, how things turn. Being #1, you realize that Oreo wasn't the first chocolate cookie.
No, it's that Hydrox.
Right. And Ritz wasn't the first toasty cracker. Sunshine. And look where they went in history.
Yeah.
So, it's funny how things can ascend to the #1 position.
Yeah, and go to the grocery store and try to find a Hydrox cookie.
Right, Hydrox. I want a Hydrox already. Sunshine toasty cracker.
All right, guys. I'm gonna go and sign off.
All right.
Happy Thanksgiving and day after Thanksgiving to y'all. It's another great Fandango Friday.
All right. See you soon. See you soon, and have a
Terrific
good
birthday.
have a good restful
Have a
night.
good evening.
Cheers,
All right.
Dave. Good to see you.
Too.
Bye-bye. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. So
All right.
yeah, you're right. It's not always the best that goes to the top, but it's the most well handled that goes to the top.
Circumstances, luck plays a big factor. You know, timing, marketing,
Yep.
everything. It all sort of, and for some products, it all just comes together. And for others, they just sort of like the wrong place, wrong time, day late, dollar short. Little things throughout history have made tremendous changes. What could have, should have, might have been.
That's right. And if people paid attention to what they were watching, the expression today would not be drink the Kool-Aid. The expression would be drink the flavor aid.
Yeah.
And some people know what I'm talking about. You've heard the expression drinking the Kool-Aid, but if you wanted to be accurate, it would be drink the flavor aid.
Right.
But now our college football observer is going to give us a score for Myers's.
Yeah. Georgia Tech, Nebraska, Iowa. Those two games I'll be watching tonight, flipping back and forth. But before I do that, I'll smoke my cigar. So back to Myers. I'm going to give this a 88 out of 100. I think this is, to me, more of a 2. It's not a sipper. You can sip on it, but be warned. This is more of a mix and throw it into a dessert type of product. It's just the strongness because of the color, how strong this rum is.
Yeah.
And same ABV as,
Do you notice what I noticed? Me and my daughter noticed this. That's very woody. You can take a lot. It's almost like drinking an oak barrel.
Yes. That's the feeling I'm getting. That oakiness, that smokiness about it, that tobacco kind of after.
I don't know about this. I don't know about the smoke, but it tasted like wood. It was like drinking wood.
It kind of took all the purities out of that wood from the wood barrel into this product. So that's what's making it, for me, not something that I would say I will try again, but I don't know if I want to do this.
But you might try the white one. You might try the clear, the silver. Oh wait, no, you don't drink. You don't drink clear. Okay.
But if you want to do this with, if you want to add it to a tea, you can. Add this to something like that, you can. But I don't know.
What about coffee and eggnog?
I'm glad I got to try it. I'm glad I got to try it because it's been very popular.
What about coffee and eggnog?
You know what, Sean?
A cream coffee.
Sean, I don't know if you've heard or tried this drink called a Planter's Punch. But for some reason, a Planter's Punch, and I guess that started in Jamaica as well as Myers Rum, but a Planter's Punch is rum plus pineapple juice plus orange juice and maybe a shot of lime or whatever. But anyway, years ago, I used to work in the food and beverage industry. I was a bus boy at some private clubs on the East Coast of Florida, and I got to know the bartenders and whatnot. And that's how I first heard of Myers Rum, is it's always associated with a Planter's Punch. So
right.
I don't know if you've ever tried any of those, but
I'm sure like a little mixer, a punch, like you said, or any sort of mixed drinks, mixed cocktail.
Yeah,
this would be great with.
It's a strong rum taste, like compared to Bacardi, I think.
Yeah, there's actually even that's
the big difference with Myers and versus Bacardi, Bumbercourt, Cruisin', McCormick, or some of the other well-known rums.
Yeah, and there's actually even a Myers's ready to drink Planter's Punch. You can find it. It's not really common, but you can find it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's pre-mixed
So
and it's
that's
bottled.
what makes this stand out to me. So
and there's
I don't dislike it, but
Yeah, there's also, if you look around now, my local Walmart has it. It's called Myers' Single Barrel Rum. Walmart has Myers Single Barrel. It's kind of like the Blantons of the Myers world.
Okay. All right.
Single barrel rum. Yep. It's been on the market about 3 or 4 years. David, who had to leave us early, but he bought a bottle of that. Yeah. Myers is, and one more thing. A lot of people call it Myers, but if you look at the old ads in the bottle, it's actually Myers is, but it's hard to say that. Yeah, it's hard to say Myers is rum. Myers is.
Yeah. So that's my feelings about this. So overall good product, but more of the description I'd mentioned.
More for blending than
adding to certain ingredients.
Now,
Sipping probably will not.
How do you want to do any promos or show and tell?
I will have a beer. I got to get some stuff for. I got to get back on this, guys. Really, I don't know. I really got to get back and doing reviewing. I just got to find some stuff right now. I'm just a lot. Life happens, as they say.
So what you're saying is there's a lot of potential out there from the people that join these hangouts, but there's not a whole lot of production. A lot of potential, but not a lot of production.
There you go.
I need more production on our review. So yeah, I'm going to get a stout or porter something for Sunday, 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 Pacific, and Joker's Wild will be Wednesday. He's out of bounds. This coming Wednesday, Joker's Wild, that will be December 5th? Or that's will be December 4th?
First, second, third, fourth. First, second, third, fourth. Yeah, the 4th.
December 4th. Joker's Wild, bring whatever you want to bring, and then we'll do another Fandango Friday. So yeah. But that's it. But guys, always fun. David, I know you have to leave. Thank you, David. Elbow, William, always fun. Mr. T, always fun. Glad you got the chance to do it. And that's it. Everyone, enjoy your Thanksgiving. Great football coming up this weekend. Tonight,
go watch Michigan. Football. Go watch Michigan upset Ohio State tomorrow.
Auburn upset Alabama, and who knows?
Oh, wait a minute! Wait! What? All right.
That might not be an upset.
Yeah. The way Alabama's been playing, and then you got, of course, good NFL football. Only 2 games really of appealing to me on Sunday. Chargers coming to Atlanta to play the Falcons, and the game that everybody will be watching.
The Rams at the Saints. Right. The Rams at the Saints.
Philly and Baltimore, Rams and Saints. Yes. So, Philly and Baltimore Sunday.
Why are you laughing?
That's it. It's been fun, guys. Once I get
down
here, I'm going to go out, smoke a cigar, enjoy my night.
I'm going to go smoke a cigar and then sit down and watch football and go to sleep in exactly 1 minute after you sit down. All right. Well, I know the feeling because I've done it many times. Well, any last words from anyone before we shut it down?
Ron, the Myers.
Yeah, be safe. Traveling.
Wait. What now?
Right, William.
The Myers is grammatically correct. It's a singular possessive. The S apostrophe S.
Right. Myers is
plural. Myers being singular. Had it been plural, they could just put the apostrophe after the S, and that would have made a plural possessive. So, but if your name ends in Myers, that connotes possess as more than one, but actually you're only one Myers.
Right. The man. That's the problem. His last name was Myers.
Yeah. and they had to put that SS. But
And a lot of and the funny thing about that, when you flip it the other way, if you flip it in reverse, a lot of people think that the man that started the liquor company's name was Jack Daniels, but his name was Jack
Daniel.
Jack Daniel.
So
not
then
Jack Daniels.
Then you go to possessive S.
So you got Fred Myers
Mm-hmm.
and Jack Daniel.
And Jim Beam. Jim Beam, no beams.
You have Keith Richards.
Right. Keith Richards. Well, you know, sometimes, well, wait a minute. He had a problem figuring out what his own name was. Sometimes he was Keith Richard. Sometimes he was Keith Richards.
That says a lot about his life. I saw that myself, but that, you know, he's still kicking around. So, you know,
right. His last name depended on what he wanted to call it. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining. And now, like Jean-Pierre says, on to college football. Bye-bye, everybody.